movies.
Wow, that show was old and dead.
Yep.
I
Still not
totally
really
forgot
sure
it
how you
existed.
got-
It
Wait,
brought back so many memories.
Well, I forgot it
All
existed
about
till I heard
the
that guy's
4,000.
voice. It just reminded me of the gym teacher guy.
Doesn't he play? Isn't that Ben? Isn't that the Ben guy that plays Archer and Bob's Burgers and all that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, that's the same guy.
Yep.
I officially hate fucking asteroid belts and fucking rings on planets.
I
I
have.
never ever saw anyone have as much trouble as you did like the last time.
I've
Every
never.
time I try and get
There's some
away.
lasers in the background.
I've never had any trouble with one ever.
I literally jumped like 7 fucking times and still managed not to get anything done.
Following me, Taco?
And here I go again.
Wait,
You
are
should
you
have
nav
come
locked
with
to
us.
anyone?
You're near me.
If you're nav locked to someone, it's gonna pull you back in.
I
Usually
don't see
forever.
anybody with a bounty yet. Just wait a bit.
There's some
If
fighting in
you
the
guys,
distance.
you guys have probably 300-400 already racked up. You should probably claim that before you.
I usually wait a little longer.
I'm already at the dock, just fixing my ship up a bit before I go back out.
I'm off your 6. Or is that stern?
Yeah, I see you.
I don't
I targeted you to see how far away you were.
I can upgrade my ships all again if I wanted to.
I need to get nautical references down.
I think
Nautical references.
port is right, starboard is left, bow is forward, stern is back.
Hey guys, is the Cobra MK3 a pretty decent ship?
It's an amazing step up if you can't afford a Vulture. It's a step up from the Eagle. It's freaking awesome.
Looks like you're getting close.
It's a nice all-around kind of ship.
You
Yeah.
can trade in it. You can bounty hunt. You can do anything. Smuggle.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna go with. It's got a nice cargo capacity in it.
What
If
am I
you had a
running?
choice, would you continue to save for Vulture or use the money you have to get Viper for the time being?
Vulture.
Well,
Scan.
Where can
Viper
I get a
Eagle are
Vulture?
basically like the same thing, so I don't really care in between them. Just pick with the one you like best, and then after that, get the Cobra just so you can see the ship. Because once you can afford a Vulture, you're never going back. You'll never. Be in the
Morgan's
Cobra
not
again.
worth it.
How much is the Vulture?
Okay, so we have
9 mil.
Cobras that are
9 mil?
wanted.
Yeah.
I got a long way to go, baby.
Yeah, this is a shitty spawn again. Ugh,
I should be able to get there
Did
tomorrow.
you
I think
fire
I'm
on
at
the
network
police
6.
again? Taco, you might want to get out of there as quick as
I shot a
possible.
federal service agent, so
That
I'm
Cobra's
running away.
bounty was 36.
Yeah, run away as fast as you can, so you
I
don't
think
lose
I'm
your
going
bounty.
to run away, and I'm going to go and cash these bounties in.
Definitely.
yourself.
You'll probably have to cash a lot of those bounties in here, so you'll have to go. You can cash
Yeah.
the Empire-specific ones
You can
somewhere
catch,
else, but you'll have to come back here to get the ones that are
you can
specific
catch
to the
one of
system.
them at Poetry.
If I'm gonna be honest, if you can get to a Cobra real fast, what I've had success in is if you get to an outer system someplace, just run smuggling missions, because they usually are 600,000 or to 500,000 each, and you can do them real fast and easy.
100,000?
Sorry, 100,000. 110,000, sorry, not 500,000. 110,000. So you can pick up 5 or 6 of them usually all at once.
500,000. I'm doing
Sorry,
it.
I was thinking in one run it was 500,000, but no, they're each of them are like 100, and you can just pile them all on top and just run 3 or 4 systems.
I think I
and-
can.
Now
Yeah,
that
like,
also depends on your
8,
trade
9.
rank too, because the higher your trade rank, the more of those that are higher pay are available.
Yeah,
So
you
starting
get,
out,
like-
you're not going to have very many.
I think I get up to 60 cargo things in mine. If I max everything out and kill my shields. I ain't gonna do that.
Looks like Morgan saved your ass. The cops decided that he was a bigger target, even though he only had 200 bounty.
Hey, are you getting bounties
they
for
were-
these? Are you hitting these?
Yeah, I'm hitting them. I'm just
Okay, good.
like hitting them as I spin around your gunfire.
And you're getting the bounties, right?
Yep.
Because this is surprisingly high bounties considering we're splitting them in half.
That's what we were saying earlier.
That's the only reason I'm sitting in this small spawn is because they're not bad. They're paying out like 30,000 each. So that means it'd be 60,000 if we were alone.
We got one earlier that was 100,000.
We
A
got
small
like that.
100,000. Wow.
No, it
Hey.
was split amongst 3 people, and we all got 100,000 each.
Oh, okay. Was it a python then?
I think so.
Are the
Oh, I
gimbal
got a python over here. This is a mixed spawn. This isn't bad.
are the gimbaled multi-cannons any good?
I don't like them.
You don't? Why not?
Moving.
It's takes forever for them to lock on, in my opinion, but that's just me.
Huh.
They're good against armor, and they're good because they don't use a lot of power, and they don't heat up
Oh
very much.
my
But they run out
god,
of ammo.
dude.
I'm moving.
So rich.
Huh.
I'll be honest,
the-
I haven't
the
run out of
difference
ammo on him.
The difference between kinetic and thermal weapons. Thermal weapons like lasers are good against shields, but not good against armor. Like hull. Kinetic weapons like multi-cannons, cannons, things like that. Those are good against hull, but are bad against shields. So it's kind of good to have a little mix between them, but most people generally run lasers if they're out fighting for a really long time. But it's really just to your playstyle.
Okay.
If
Yeah,
you're
I'm
going to
gonna
be
grab
like
a
an asp
railgun.
or something, you're going to go back to base a lot anyway, so you could try multi-cannons or cannons if you want to try them out.
Well, I don't want to
Yeah,
dick with
if
it.
you
I don't need
need
weapons
something
right now anyway because I'm just doing cargo right this second. I just avoid confrontation right this second.
But this
If you do go with any kinetic weapons, multi-cannons are the best because they last the longest for the ammo that they have.
Okay, cool. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Yeah, 2100 ammo. I haven't run out yet when I'm gonna run.
Awesome.
That one was 100. And
People
I
are
think I
gonna
shot
start-
your abs.
People are going to run out of ammo a lot more often once they get rid of power plant explosions, though.
Yeah, I agree.
I wonder, can I upgrade my distributor again? I need.
I also think
I'm gonna
pulse
need that-
lasers are going to
Nope.
push past burst since the pinch should be a little bit more.
Is a class 3 rating A the highest possible power distributor?
For class 3, yes.
Because I find 4 weapons are killing my power.
Hey, Audie, warp out. That was pretty much the last one.
I'm gonna switch to I'm gonna remove 2 lasers and probably grab multi-cannons.
As I'm saying all of this, I'm just letting you guys know I have all lasers equipped on my ship.
Yeah, but here's the thing: 4 weapons drains even the best power supply is pretty damn fast.
Oh, and Audie, when you warp out, dude, look forwards. Look at that galaxy in the far distance. Do you see that? That's literally
the
another
spiral
galaxy.
arm.
Yeah, dude, what is that? That is so crazy.
I believe that's a reflection of the Milky Way.
It might be, but it's really big, and it's not in the map, like it's super far away. It's one of those things. That
Then
is
there's
strong.
one. I know the
Well, I
reason why
mean,
we
if
can
you
see
look-
our whole galaxy is because there's somewhere there we can see the reflection.
I think that's Andromeda, like that closest galaxy to us, or whatever it's called.
And I don't
It
know
may
what you're
be.
looking at, but it might be Andromeda. I know that's visible too.
Yeah, because you can see that in the night sky if you have no light pollution. I know that.
I've
but
seen Andromeda.
You
It's
can also
absolutely
see,
breathtaking.
One of the spiral arms of Milky Way, if you don't have any light pollution,
yeah,
which is a beautiful sight.
It's actually a
Yeah,
reflection.
here in New Zealand we can see the Milky Way and it's awesome.
I wish I lived on some remote island. That'd be cool. As long as
Well-
agriculture wasn't a problem.
Well,
I wish I
Hawaii
lived in the
is a
country.
remote island and it still sucks.
Actually, I both wish I lived in the country and the city. I like people, but I also like being out in the middle of nowhere and just not having to give a fuck. Know what I mean?
Oh, I know exactly what you mean, man. Living in the suburbs has its problems.
I
Living
live
in the city is.
Did this
is out
thing
of the
just
question. I
like
will never
literally
live in the city.
drop me out of frame shift right next to you?
Probably, if you have me locked on.
Yeah, that's kind of fucking awesome.
Yeah, it makes it easy.
That's kind of
Does
fucking
anyone
awesome.
actually enjoy living in a big city, like in the middle of downtown? I hate that crap.
Whoa.
Yeah, I do. I live right on the beach in Vancouver.
I do.
Do you
If you
guys...
live on the beach, that's cool, but if you live in like the middle of like New York or LA, I don't know, that's way too crowded for me.
Well, actually,
live in the
can't
middle
vouch
of
for that.
San
because
Or the
Vancouver's
island of
nothing like
Oahu.
New York.
What?
I can't vouch for that yet, because Vancouver is nothing like New York.
Yeah, I'm assuming Vancouver's way more fun and like cultural. So, I don't know.
Well,
Like less people too.
less people, but they're kind of, they got to stick up their butt.
Oh, really?
It's
Yeah,
actually a
that's clearing
thing.
it up
Like,
for you.
they call
I'd
it Med
imagine
Fun
with free
City.
meds and all that Canadian hospitality, it'd be great out there.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
well-
but we're not that nice.
They
You're
call
not
it
that
the
nice,
Pacific-
eh? Getting the
it's-
care.
They call it the Pacific Northwest Freeze. Like, I think Seattle has the same thing. Where, you know.
So does
I
Oregon.
Yeah, yeah, it's the thing, because I came from Alberta, which is the prairie, so it was real weird.
I had a girlfriend
People
who lived in Alberta.
Nice.
Her name was Vancouver. Nobody got that reference.
Why does...
Actually really
When are we gonna have the...
really good.
When are we gonna have
Mass
multi-crew
Effect.
ships?
Eventually.
I haven't played. I've played the original, but I didn't play either of the sequels, and it's been a long time.
There's a really good Easter egg in Mass Effect 2. It's an Alberta reference. There's 2 prisoners in this base prison. One of them is called Prisoner 403, and the other one is called Prisoner 780. And those are the 2 area codes in Alberta. One of them is for Edmonton, and the other one's for Calgary.
I
I got
remember
1
that
minute
one.
left on my bounty. And then I'm gonna go hand these in and refuel and grab more ammo and then do a few more and then I'm done for the night.
Another
fuck?
small spawn, dude. Oh my god.
Spawns have been good tonight.
I literally am just stacking all my extras. There are spots with fucking columns. Reinforcements. I have 4 hull reinforcements and 2 shield reinforcements. Even upgrade my shield. Too fucking. It's too heavy. My ship's too fucking heavy. Sorry if I'm annoying anyone.
Are you doing thruster upgrades?
Me?
You doing thruster upgrades?
No.
Shield?
Oh,
Shield
shield
and a
upgrades.
hull.
Yeah, you're gonna have to find a bigger shield.
Hey guys, I got a
It's
question
not
for you.
completely clear by the way they explain it. Or fail to explain it.
Yeah, some things are just not said at all. Like, for example, the frame shift rep does not tell you how much farther it lets you go.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
I got a question.
Go
What, how do you know if a system has, like, slave transport missions?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
You have to go and check.
Oh, you actually have to go in and check? Okay.
Yeah,
Is there any kind of, like, way to tell if it's more likely that they'll have it, or what?
Probably if they're
I'm
legal
gonna
in the
go
system.
to Wola Terminal. Orange, are you
Snippets
still
of
there?
network.
What?
What?
Orange,
If
are you
it
still
says
at the
it-
wo- Oh yeah, don't.
I'm
My
just undocking now.
Okay, can you just wait there for a second? Oh no, screw it. I'll see you at the
I can wait until you leave.
Sure. I'll be real quick, so that'll be all good.
Hey, Audie, I'm gonna go back to 6A again, see if it's any better.
Tell me when you're leaving. I'll be managing my power.
I
again.
just looked out. You could probably stay there and kill a few more small spawns while I look.
I just left Woolher. I'm gonna have to remanage my power again. I don't need that going down. I want that going down. That does not go down.
What?
Got 2 moldy cannon.
It kind of bothers me that there's 2 seats in this ship and no one else is in the other one.
They're actually working on multi-crew ships so that players can actually play in one ship.
Like, what would be the purpose of that, though?
So someone's on
one-
guns, someone's on flying.
Right.
And then you both make bounties, I guess, better.
Buddy, since when did certain people turn green? First time I've seen
Since
this
last
happen.
night.
This wasn't like that earlier today.
You became allied.
Yeah,
with them.
yeah, you're allied with them.
You've done enough bounties that help them out that are now green to you.
So I ranked up to them.
Basically, yeah.
Then
And you can find that this can happen in places that you've never visited before if the people that you helped were part of a particular faction, and then the other place is also part of the same faction.
so if I accidentally shoot one of them, will they forgive me? Time.
Oh yeah, dude.
Nah.
I shoot my allies all the time, and I'm always wanted, but they're like, "Oh, knock side, it's okay."
Scan detected.
I mean, like, if I'm shooting a bounty and then I accidentally hit one of them, do they care as much?
Yeah, they don't care.
It's still
You'll be
really.
wanted, but they're not gonna. You're not gonna get your reputation destroyed. It takes out like 0.0.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But you
I was
still-
gonna say it still has the same effect. You just don't.
Cannot comply.
Like basically the big difference is if you're getting hit by a pirate or something, they'll come and help you.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, good. So I can. So if I get them friendly enough to be my personal defense in a sense.
Only if they're not busy though. If they're busy shooting at somebody else, they're gonna finish whatever they're doing and then they'll come.
2, 1. Engage.
Sounds fun.
Kind of one of those like whatever they feel like doing.
I just put SpongeBob back in my head. How about
Think
you
of
make
them
me
like
Krabby
that.
Patty?
Brother.
Not really.
Anyway,
Okay, I'm just coming up to the.
I am, dude. I am the
15,
douchebag big brother.
0.15 light seconds away. Now 20 million meters away.
From where I am.
Yes.
Yes.
Are you still at Wooler?
I'm not at Wooler. I'm at. I guess
No,
yeah.
Falco,
I'm
are you
out-
going to Wooler or did you
I'm at
leave
a
it?
res outside.
I'm
Wooler.
going to Waller.
Frameshift drive charging.
Are you headed to Wooler or the res outside Wooler?
Waller.
Okay, I'll head there too.
I
I should
I don't
probably
know.
collect.
I wonder how much you guys got.
Yeah.
From what I got was 300,000.
1. Engage.
I've probably got up to 500 or 600 now.
I upgraded my weapons and I reinforced my hull and shields more.
I mean, if you only count local and Empire, I'm at 5, but I've gotten at least 200 from Federation because of the warrant scanner.
Yeah, I think we've been getting that from Empire. I didn't get any from Empire.
Frameshift drive charging.
I don't think.
Do you guys have any idea when the multi-crew will be ready?
It's going
Probably
to be
next
in one of
update.
the updates.
Oh, so soon?
It's gonna be. I don't know if it's gonna be in the next update.
4.
If
Oh.
anything, it's gonna be 2 updates down the road.
Engage.
Oh.
It may be integrated into
Okay, I
that
just came in.
planet side driving thing. Like, it might be useful for that.
Oh, that's ballin'. So what?
What I want to see is plan-side combat.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
I
the,
just turned
the
it.
5th update for this season called ships. So they're adding more ships to the game.
Yeah, that's
Making it
next
a
update.
total of 30. No, that's not the next update. The next update is CQC. It's close quarters combat. It's 1.4.
What is
Coming out,
CQC?
They're adding a few ships next update too, though.
It's
They didn't
they're,
announce that.
They're adding-
according to the PC.
I'm sorry,
They're
what?
adding 4, including the one that you're getting in.
Frameshift drive charging.
So,
So what is
so
CQC?
once they add that, you can
I
get
got
it.
238,000.
It's basically like the match.
I'm
What?
waiting for my credit card statement to get in so I can actually pre-order it.
It's PvP training. It's deathmatch mode, arena
Because
style.
I put
2.
So like
on my
Engage.
DPI last month, so I can
with your actual
put anything this
character?
month.
No.
I got
Well, it's a
238,000.
arena combat.
Your character, but not your ship, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just like ranked up.
I was about to say because interdiction's basically PvP with ships,
Another
right?
thing,
Now think of it as a safe.
it's,
Arena
it's a
combat
different
mode.
thing that you can do. It's basically in the menu where you can select open, private, solo. There's going to be another option called CQC that you can go into and basically you can pit up with other players in anything up to like a 6-person six, or free for all with 12 players, stuff like
Can
that.
you win money
and
from that? I don't know.
CQC.
I don't
What
know
the
what
fuck?
the rewards are going to be because they're still in beta, even in Xbox where they've kind of been showing it off. But from what I've
So they
seen,
got paid off?
it's another rank up kind of system where the better you
Yeah,
do,
pretty
the
much.
better you can get ships.
Everyone knows Microsoft them off to do that.
And that's the only reason that it's even in beta on Xbox right now.
Well, that's the
Because
only
they
reason
got
why
some-
the game is on Xbox.
Pleb surf bullshit. Fucking peasantry.
It shouldn't be on Xbox and it shouldn't be on PS4, and everyone knows that.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I agree. I read about all that shit. They basically
But
use
don't
your
get me
guys'
wrong, there aren't that many people who play, like a lot of people who switch over to console gaming these days. The PC
Don't get
market
me
is
wrong
just a
here.
lot smaller.
Consoles are great, but it's not
Said
a
no one
game
ever.
that it works. No, consoles are a great concept, but
Well-
it's not a game that works on console because you can't use keyboard or quotas.
Okay, well, all I use is my gamepad, and I don't need anything else on my PC.
So
But
you can't do HOTAS with a console?
Even
was
with
wondering
my
about that.
gamepad, even with
Yeah,
my
you can.
gamepad,
It just
I've
depends.
mapped half my keyboard, even with my gamepad. This
What?
game should not be played on consoles. It should
oh,
not.
I literally don't have to touch anything besides my controller for this.
That's wild to me, man. That there's not enough buttons on my gamepad.
I'm just
Mine
using a
is
PS3 controller.
I'm using the 360 controller. It has just as many buttons.
Yeah, I don't know.
Xbox One controller because of the ergonomics.
My
I love
X,
it.
Y, A, and B are all modifiers from a D-pad.
If you're using the advanced one, which you understand somehow.
It's,
Huh.
it's easy.
Oh, I see. You're doing the whole modifier thing. I can't do that when I'm flying.
It's,
No, but
it's,
ain't nobody
I can do
got
that
time
once
for
you
that.
get used to it, it's easy.
I'm eventually gonna get a HOTAS for this. Maybe. I really like the controller though. I really love the gamepad. It's just comfortable to me. But anyway, I wanted to say something real quick. Since the Windows 10 thing's coming out, I think what Microsoft is trying to do is just turn their console into like a pre-built PC. So everything that runs on Xbox One will eventually run on PC and vice versa.
It's gonna be like Nvidia Shield kind of thing.
They wouldn't get enough money
Okay,
doing that.
I know that.
You can stream it to your computer, but you cannot play on it.
I know that, but I think that's their end game though, because if they keep going that route, they could do that because they both run Windows 10.
But why would they? They don't make
The
money
CD
selling
is-
multiple copies of the CD.
Okay, well I think
That's the reason they tried to stop people from selling used games for the Xbox. Remember?
I don't know
No, they didn't.
because I do know
They
that
tried.
that
People really
Microsoft.
bitched about it, though.
I do know that Microsoft said that they're trying to take better care of the PC gamers now, and
I love how
that's not
Sony
enough where they have
rebuttals
to
that.
I can't hear it, you guys.
Sorry.
What's up?
You
What?
go first.
I couldn't hear because like all you guys were
Was the other
talking.
guy talking.
Hello.
It's a matter of lag, man. We're all across the world. We're gonna start talking to each other every time.
Ah.
I said you go first.
I wasn't saying anything important, man. Go ahead.
Nice, I'm turning in
Well-
900,000 in bounty.
Damn. I was talking about that. I love how Sony rebutted that last year at CES. This is how
What'd
you
they say?
share a game. Gives it to friend. Done.
Oh, yeah. I can't believe they tried to stop
Okay.
used games. That amazed
literally.
me.
No,
When I saw
what they're
that-
trying to do is they're trying to bring the Steam type element to consoles. It
Yeah, they
wasn't
were trying
about.
to stop people from sharing like physical media. That's literally what they were trying to do. Because that's what they admire from Steam. They don't admire the successes from Steam. They admire the fact that Steam is the era.
Well,
Yes,
I mean,
but everybody else
everyone's
seems
gonna do
to
it too.
be
They just couldn't get their tech to work.
raving about Steam anyway too. So they're like,
Yeah, Steam
hey,
runs.
people love Steam. We can make
No,
it
no.
so we can make more money.
You don't understand. What I'm saying is gamers love Steam for different reasons than Ubisoft and Microsoft and Blizzard love like Steam. Or the idea of Steam. They hate Steam because it's a competition. They see it as something completely different.
They hate Steam because it's a store that takes a cut.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
they
like
hate Steam.
Ferrari hates dealerships that aren't theirs. They take
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, Ferrari would be a terrible example because they only sell used cars at ever dealerships. Honda, You might find a new Honda at a Volkswagen dealership sometimes.
Scan detected.
But who's taking the
Login
cut?
request granted.
Volkswagen. That's what it comes down to. Now that cut, I believe, is from my
Well-
insider knowledge is 25%.
Well, Neil, I was just saying earlier that
30.
it is a possibility that, I mean, it's possible for Microsoft to make games cross compatible between PC and 360 or Xbox One, but that's regardless of if they will or not.
You know, I'm worried they're gonna pull again and every game's for Windows Live. They're gonna do that. We all know it.
That's exactly what I meant by what they admire about Steam. They tried it and they failed because they don't see it as what it really is supposed to be. You know,
No, they didn't push it hard enough.
like Steam is as successful as it is because it changed itself to the market's demands. Meanwhile, all the other producers are trying to change the consumer to the market. That's not the way it works.
Agreed.
It's like the MPAA throwing people in jail for 25 years for like downloading Miscongeniality 2 and sharing ones and zeros. When it's people that want digital distribution and they don't want to sit around buying your $30 Blu-ray disc because they want to.
If you want this, there's more to it than that. People also want faster downloads. iTunes cannot
Exactly.
support
Why do you think
more than
Netflix
1
took off?
megabyte
Why do you
down.
think YouTube took off? Why do you think
People
Amazon
like
Video
convenience.
took off?
Google
Because it's
cannot
digital.
Google's web store cannot support more than 3 megabytes down unless you're using their own service. That's the problem. Google would love Google
Oh,
and
you're talking about net neutrality now. Yeah, nobody can enforce that, which is why I thought it was the
no,
biggest
it's not
joke.
net neutrality. It's just that the connection isn't there to give them that speed.
Oh, of course it is. But they refuse to slow down their giant gigabit transfers just for you and your like video or whatever. They don't give a shit about. Oh, for instance, Capcom and Netflix. Remember that whole debacle that almost ended in a lawsuit, or maybe it did. At the end, I don't remember. But they were trying to
It
like.
was,
they were
if
like,
it
if you don't
was-
pay us money,
if
we're
it
gonna
did, there would have
throttle
been a
you.
gag order.
Yeah.
Netflix wouldn't want that thing live.
And that's the thing. They could be doing it right now, and no one would know. There's literally
If
no way.
anyone wanted a gag order, it would be Netflix. It's bad for the publicity.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like, even if people don't follow net neutrality laws, which Google definitely doesn't, it's been proven. I mean,
That's funny.
No one's going to enforce it.
Netflix offered to put at their own cost put caching unit in any server that ISPs wanted to. Do you know who's the only one that took them up?
What, Capcom?
No, Google.
Really? Because Capcom wanted it too. They wanted to extort it. Or no. I'm sorry. Capcom was doing that.
joined
to
your
customers.
channel.
They were like the customized.
No,
architects
Netflix.
for the server. Yeah. But I'm talking about to use Netflix on Capcom's telecom system, like their internet, as an ISP.
Oh, you're talking. I thought you were talking about Capcom, the gaming company. I was like, I don't remember them
Wait a
releasing.
minute,
a movie.
Comcast.
Okay.
I'm being retarded. I meant Comcast. I don't know why I'm saying Capcom.
I wasn't gonna
My
point
bad.
that out. I was gonna let things progress naturally.
Yeah, it was like Capcom.
I
Okay.
was going on with it like.
Thanks for
okay.
letting me sound like a retard. Brandon. Awesome.
I was
That's
just as
all
bad. I
part of the
actually
fun.
bought it.
Over here.
Netflix
This-
wouldn't
okay, this-
Engaged.
In this
So replace
situation,
everything I
Netflix
said.
wouldn't have the gag order. It would be
Replace everything I said with Comcast.
Yeah, but that changes a lot of things because they're in a lawsuit. Netflix wouldn't want a gag order because it's good for publicity that they're trying to fight net for net neutrality. Versus
No, the reason,
Oh yeah,
Oh.
Netflix wants it.
would be
They all
Comcast
want
trying to get.
Yeah, ISPs are against it because they would love to extort money from consumers, from producers.
No, I mean I'm
Netflix.
talking about the media part. Gag
What?
order means they can't. Gag order means the media is not allowed casting anything about it. They're not even allowed to
Gag
know
order
it
means the
exists.
person is not allowed to talk about it. It has nothing to do with the media.
Yeah, oh yeah. I
LTT
totally
1601.
misunderstood.
Yeah, but
The only one
I'm
who
not
can
talking
put
about-
a
for
The gag
whoever
order
signs
can
the
apply.
order.
Yeah, you can't put a gag order on the media.
That's
know what I mean.
actually
Literally
illegal.
illegal.
Cannot comply.
It's been done.
Censorship and it's impinged, or yeah, you know what I mean. Pretty much.
It's been done.
Yeah,
Prevent
but
smear
it doesn't-
campaigns.
The only
It has
thing
to
you
happen.
can, hold on.
Yeah,
The
if-
only thing you can put a gag order on for the media are things that are literally of national security.
Even
Like, for
then,
example,
sometimes you
if
can't.
Bill Cosby
And
went
even
to
then, it's
court,
unconstitutional.
if Bill Cosby
Yep.
went to court with a case, it would have been a gag order because it would be a smear campaign all over him.
But
Which
the day
already
the government
went.
actually cares about the Constitution is the day I fucking take
What
SWAT.
constitution?
Question.
Exactly.
Should I get my Viper now? I have enough money for it.
Yeah, man. If you think it's better than your Eagle, or
Are
whatever.
you guys are you guys done?
No, I'm just
Yeah,
waiting on you.
are we ready to go?
I got maybe
Ready to go.
20 minutes.
I'm already.
I have 20 or 30 minutes at work tomorrow. In 5 hours.
Frameshift drive charged.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm
I'm
gonna
bad.
change to tactical white, and then I'm gonna come back out.
4, 3,
No, you know you're bad. You have a bad sleep schedule when you're like, okay, I have to wake up in 5 hours for work. Let's continue.
Oh, I did the same thing yesterday. I'm like, well, shit, I gotta be up in 3 hours. I should
That
probably
was
get
me.
offline.
That was me too
Alright,
yesterday.
Bye.
Casuals.
Disconnected from your channel.
Casual.
I thought Taco
Yo,
was
Pink
gonna
is-
fight again.
Think to sleep is your friend? I was born by
Go
it,
for it.
raised by it. I hadn't seen daylight until I was merely awake.
Yeah, I work overnight, so my fucking whole life's fucked up.
Yeah, I work nights too normally.
Yeah.
I don't. I just sleep till 12.
Dude,
Every
my job, my bosses are assholes though. They'll switch me between early morning and overnight shifts. So it's like, yeah, man, I'll wake up at 10 p.m., stay up all night playing games, and I gotta go to work at 8 a.m. because I couldn't go to sleep.
Taco, you left?
I had to happen.
Oh yeah, she left.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna come fight a little more.
Guess not. I'm gonna go for a few more minutes and play something on my laptop.
What I am going to do is I'm gonna refit my fucking Eagle.
That's
Yeah.
how
My fixed weapons are driving me insane.
Wimp.
I haven't even gotten into combat yet. I've just been doing slave trading.
Learn to
Yeah,
shoot, Scrub.
What are railguns good for?
Destroying people in PvP.
Yeah,
There's-
high
are they-
damage, but they're slow, really slow firing, and they're fixed weapons.
Are they good against? Are they bad against shields?
They're
both
both
kinetic
thermic and
thermic.
kinetic.
Dude, what the
Where
fuck?
are they better against?
Oh.
Shield or hull? Or is it the
Equal.
same?
Kind of.
They're equal
It's
on
kind
both.
of, yeah.
It's just they're slow firing and they have low ammo too.
And they have
It's a
high.
sniper. Dude.
They have high thermal, where they heat you up a lot.
It's a sniper rifle. Right?
Because I'm thinking of getting a heat sink and then doing that. Here's the heat sink.
I logged out and logged back in, and it still says on H jump that I had a bounty. What the hell?
Well, yeah, you have to wait 10 minutes and then you have to jump out of the system.
No. If it says on H jump, your timer's over, and you can just log out and log back in and get rid of it, unless they change that.
As far as I know, you have to jump out. One thing about logging back out.
There should really be a way to like push all your thrusters to the front to like slow your ship down like immediately.
You can. You use your fucking pilot assist off, and you use your thrusters.
Basically, what you do, you turn pilot assist off, and you flip around the other direction.
And
Oh.
then you really fucking hard.
Yeah, fuck that.
But you can also use, like, I have my thrusters for up, down, left, right, and forward, backwards set up.
Yeah, but those are really weak thrusters compared to the back
I know,
burners that you
but
have.
if, like,
Your
I'm
lateral
flying and I
thrusters.
do my flight assist off and I do my flip, and I still want to go the other way, I'll use my rear thrusters to push me the other
Oh
way.
my god. Does anyone else have an Imperial
Actually,
Clipper?
to be fair,
A what?
I have had the clipper, but to be fair, the thrusters, if you're going quickly, you have enough power going through them
Frameshift drive
where they actually
charging.
can make a difference, because I use them when I do smuggling, but by coming in directly above the mail slot, and then just doing a quick circle with vertical thrusters, and it literally stops you in your tracks. So basically just rotating with vertical thrusters, going for a complete circle. It'll
I
stop
like
you
the Imperial Clipper.
perfectly in front of the mail slot, and then just go straight
Good.
up.
Do you need a hand?
Nah, I'll just run away.
Alright.
I don't want to
So
actually
they
fight
are
'em.
extremely powerful, but you have to know how to use them.
Not on
Okay,
the Clipper,
so
even with full
that-
pips to engines. I can't. Like if I'm
Well,
off
that's
on my
because the
landing,
Clipper,
like, you should-
it's heavier than the thrusters can manage.
The,
Right.
the Clipper only has a 2 in
Headed to this
maneuverability.
high
That's part of why.
intensity resource site. Oh, I think you might
Could
already
you
be there.
could you say that again? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm almost there.
There's a 2 in
The Clipper
maneuverability.
only has a 2 in maneuverability out of a 10 scale.
Is there anything with a 10?
It's. Oh yeah, the Eagle.
The Eagle.
Eagle's most maneuvers. The only thing that might have like more maneuverability than it would be the Imperial Fighter, but that's not something players can have yet. It's also fucking squishy as fuck.
Yeah, you better have a lot of chaff and know how to dodge shit. I'm sure a good pilot could sit right behind an enemy, like if they're in a Python or something without turreted.
Well, I've
use-
done that before.
I sit behind them with gimbals and just float right above their engines and let the gimbals shoot them.
Yeah, exactly. If they don't have turrets, they're
Lazy.
screwed.
And
Yeah,
I
use
did it with
thrusters quite
larger
often
ships. I
to
even took a
maneuver into
Clipper out
places
with
that they
that
can't hit
maneuver.
me.
Okay, I logged out and logged back in again, and the bounty went away. I guess I just did it too early last night.
God
I got my
damn it.
I got my gimbals now, so I should be able to do damage on things and not just fly around shooting into blank space.
All right, let's relaunch them.
User disconnected from your channel.
Alright, I got
Once
one.
I get my HOTAS, things are gonna be way different though.
Did you scan him yet?
Yep. Scanned and
Okay.
tagged.
So I can shoot him?
Yep. Fire away.
Power to weapons?
Far
Yeah.
away, far
I
away.
keep forgetting I have voice attack still off. I gotta fix that. Fuck. Fucked up my fire groups.
Please don't hit me. I'm trying to leave before you leave. Oh God, Edge.
There.
I will also say for those of you who are learning about going in and out of the larger stations, it's a good idea to know the front and rear shapes of the larger ships because they can totally run you over and completely destroy you.
User disconnected from
Oh,
your
I know.
channel.
I've
For
ran
example, the,
right
the
into a Clipper.
Nip-9. Yeah.
See, that's
Nip-9
why I
can totally
put
destroy everything else.
That's why I
no
put
matter what size
300,000 into my guns alone.
User joined your channel.
Oh, you see how fast I ate for that guy?
Your guns aren't going to help you by a station, though. You shoot at one of those
No, not
stations
that.
will kill you.
Oh, ask Fred how fast I killed that guy.
Oh, you meant like your lasers were working well here.
No, not lasers, real minigun.
Nice. Who do we got here?
Yes. I found one.
Saren?
Yeah. He's wanted.
Before you attack, it looks like he might be in a wing.
Yep, they're all wanted.
I'm gonna start scanning them.
Not
Going
third
for
one
Crozier
here.
first. I see we got a couple scouts.
Whoops. I just boosted too close to a station and
one.
fucked myself.
Oh, no, I think they have an ass. Please tell me
Guess
that's
we
not-
now that
okay,
the authorities are here, we should just start attacking. Find
You
what
want?
they're going for. Ooh. Yeah, find one that the authorities are attacking.
Never really cared about how much I'm getting in bounties.
Crozier works.
I've just shot and took what I got. You know what I mean?
It's just there's a lot of
I mean,
targets around here. We don't want to anger the wrong ones too quickly.
Half finger. Goody.
There we go. Next one, Pat O'Connor.
Landing gear deployed.
Scanning. that you can attack.
Trying to find him.
Patch O'Connor.
You
That
can
is
target
so
whoever
ironic.
I'm targeting.
I'll have hotkeys set for good.
That guy, go back. This
I'm
one.
just gonna go for a Siren.
Docking
Or no, wait.
Engines
Found him.
disengaged.
He's 2%. Better get him.
Come on, get his shield down.
User joined your channel.
Ow. You hit me?
Bitch.
Going after Little Scut.
Another small scan. I am so unlucky today.
Not doing good of keeping him on. Come on. I really can't keep up with him today. Why am I fucking wanted?
Looks like you're shooting at the Federal Security Service.
I didn't shoot them.
What happens sometimes, just so you know, if you shoot at someone before you've scanned them, even if they're wanted, you're gonna be
I
wanted.
didn't.
Okay.
I'm gonna come. I swear, I should complain to the devs. Demand a refund. I swear, if one of their glitches causes me to lose a ship, and be unable to buy back a ship, I'm gonna be pissed off as hell.
What kind of weapons are you running?
Don't fly what you can't afford.
Collusion.
I don't buy what I can't afford, but shit happens, and if I have to
What
rebuy
kind of
twice
weapons
in a
are you
row,
running?
the good kinds.
Yeah, it doesn't
Oh,
explain it.
50,000 multi burst lasers and 100,000 multi cannons.
Are they gimbal
Whoa.
or fixed or turret?
Fixed. They always fix.
What could also happen is if you get a
You gotta
stray
go
shot
always turret,
into
man.
some, if you get a stray shot into an NPC, sometimes that can aggro them.
Yeah, also they could have flown in front of you.
They actually
They used-
enjoy doing that.
That used to be a lot worse. Like, when you would just barely scrape someone that flew right in front of you, and then you'd be wanted. Now they fixed it a little bit, but it still has problems.
Yeah, it's more
What
tolerant.
what I hate is the NPCs that fly right into you, even though you're not even moving,
Oh, yeah.
and then they
That
try
was
and
not-
kill you.
Anybody ever try to bounty hunt on the dark side of a planet and run into an asteroid and kill yourself?
I've never killed myself, but I actually love fighting in the dark asteroids because nobody else can fight in them.
Oh, man.
Must
I
have had at
never-
least 100,000 bounties that I lost for this.
It's like one of my favorite places to bounty hunt because nobody else goes there.
Yeah, for a good reason. I mean, the ship lights don't reach far enough, so I can't see what I'm doing. Especially when there's light pollution from the sun. If I'm near a sun and I can't see stars, then there's nothing to tell me that the background is too dark and I should probably slow down.
I was a radar tech in the Coast Guard, so I'm really good at reading radar. So it's
That's
actually
nice.
kind of nice, because then I can just look at the bottom thing and I don't even have to look up at the screen. I can just fire.
Wait, they have ship lights?
Yeah.
I wish I'd known this a long time ago.
There's a lot of features buried in the controls.
They have ship what? Oh, ship lights, yeah. They turn off when you super cruise. You gotta turn it back on every time.
Yeah, you have to keep turning them back on everywhere you go.
I don't know if I want to go back out. I'm gonna turn in here. And now I'm at like 100,000 and glowing because I keep getting killed when I shouldn't be. Bullshit.
What did I do to offend some deity to like never find the right spawn? What the fuck? I've been at this for an hour. Audie, I can come down, man.
I know RNG.
What?
RNG Jesus, if you want me to talk to him.
Please.
I literally own that Twitch account.
What are you flying?
Imperial
I
Clipper.
fucked with so many people. I also the
I don't
voices
know.
inside
I
of your
always
head.
go in. I always get like Pythons, Clippers, and like dropships. And
Is Whiskey still in here?
I mean, I was doing fine
User
yesterday, but
disconnected
today,
from your
I'm not
channel.
even joking. Like, how many times have we done this, Audie? Like, at least 10 times, right? Every single time, it's a small spawn. I haven't gotten one for an hour. It's absolutely
I think they
unprecedented.
updated.
We had
it.
one mix.
It depends. Like if you
Oh,
probably
yeah, we
have
had
like
one
a
mix.
you probably have like a ship who's like a spawn with you, like a Cobra or something, or probably a Vulture.
Do any of you guys have Twitter? I should probably add you guys. Follow you.
No, I don't twat.
I use Twitter to, like,
Damn
follow
it, you
memes.
just
That's
stole
about
my
it.
fucking phrase. Holy shit.
Everyone's stealing your phrase today, apparently.
What?
Fucking horse wankers, mates. Yeah, I called you a horse wank. What are you gonna fucking do about it? I remember in high school I used to have the perfect English accent. On the first day of every year, I just pretend to be from the British. That came out badly, but and all the new teachers believed it. Well, the whole class was just sitting there, just trying to contain themselves from laughing. It was so terrible.
Did you log out? Or you dropped the wing?
Oh, I'm just dropping you because I'm done trying. I'm sorry, man. I can't find anything. It's
Just
better
rage
for
quit.
you. It's better for you if you do the small spawn by yourself because you make more money. The only reason I was out here is to help you out, and I can't find any pythons.
Alright.
But I'm
You're-
Where you
you're
guys
definitely-
at?
So,
You're definitely better off killing sidewinders by yourself, man. If I'm over there stealing after money yourself.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
Yeah, Orange stole half my money and then he died.
that wasn't my fault, and you know it. Hey, plus I died 3 times trying to get this far out from where I was.
Yeah, it was a bit of a hike over.
Literally. First time twice yesterday. Fuel rats. And today. I nearly died.
Will they not help you anymore?
No, just because they fucked.
Drive charging.
No, I nearly died, but one of our people saved me.
They're like, didn't we just help you out yesterday?
No, I didn't want to go there because they fucking killed me.
Ready to engage.
Well, maybe, you know, the next one's free.
Fuel rat killed me by jumping out of the Kuiper's and literally smashing right into me.
4, 3,
Yeah, I doubt that was on
Honestly,
purpose.
not small, but
1. Engage.
I know it's not his fault, but still.
you can't really be mad at them for RNG.
That's beyond RNG. Dude, that's a fucking bug. The fucking game.
it's made to jump in where you're at. It's definitely RNG because it's completely random where they jump in near you.
What's
But if
RNG
they're
mean?
where they're facing
Random number generator.
Everyone knows, or at least you know, there's safeguards to him from literally land. You from going into the sun to go hitting certain objects right on warp out.
Yeah.
And that includes other
Objects with
players
gravity
and
wells.
NPCs.
Yeah, you can make it so that the random number generator checks to see the distance of the other player or something. Other objects.
So
Make sure you're not occupying that space.
That
So
I know that's in
basically every
place.
time you fly by an unknown source signal, then it should drop you out of Super Cruise. Basically what you're saying.
No. I'm saying there's safeguards in place
That's kind
to
of
prevent
what
you
you're
from
talking
jumping.
about right now.
No. There's safeguards in place to prevent you from hitting something when you do jump out. Which is why he shouldn't have hit me in the middle of nowhere. It was a rear glitch.
I wanted to find a fucking conflict zone to be able to fight something. Nothing spawning in these goddamn resource sites.
Yeah, today's definitely a conflict zone night.
We had a lot of luck earlier with just the high extraction site.
I'm in a high extraction site,
I
and they spawn more when there's more people in them.
Yeah.
If it's just by myself, then
I've made up to, I think I made 600 today, just from bounties. I don't know, that's a pretty good day if you ask me.
not bad.
Yeah, I
Especially
made
while
$1
you're
million.
flying around as an eagle.
User joined your
In
channel.
an eagle, that's pretty good.
No, I'm not an Eagle, damn it. I'm in a Mark III, what you call it?
Cobra.
Cobra,
In,
yeah.
in anything smaller than a vulture, that's good. That's good money.
Now it's just starting to be well fit. Now hopefully I can pay off these loans soon.
What loans?
From having my ship destroyed 3 times. Yesterday and
Missing,
today.
picking a fight with Big Boy Python.
Come on. Having that fuel rack crash into me wasn't cheap, you know that. Every time this thing destroys, it's 50,000.
Did you try and get him to reimburse you? They're RPers, aren't they? That's what they like
Wait a
to do.
minute, a fuel rack ran into you? Really?
Yeah, when he jumped out of hyperdrive, that he literally, that's where he landed, right in front of me, and Brill.
I bet he.
That's not really his. That's not his fault though.
No, I told you it's a glitch in the game.
It's not a glitch either, it's RNG.
It's just luck, yeah. Well, not
It's
RNG.
just some.
It's just
It's
he pulled out at
RNG,
that time.
and it's possibility that they haven't thought that that would be an issue, and so it's not a glitch as in something that was programmed wrong, programmed incorrectly, as in not working to specs. It could possibly be working to their current specs. We
I'm
just
pretty
don't
sure
know.
there's a safeguard in place to prevent you from hitting something the moment you come out of hyperdrive.
Sure.
To be fair, it's so rare that like those of us that have been playing for a month have never heard of it.
Yeah, typically you end up jumping out at least 10 clicks away from it, away from target, dude. Typically you get annoyed because you're jumping in 30 clicks from where you want to be.
Yeah, that's usually me.
I know that feeling, yeah.
It does matter also when you disengage, unless you're locked onto something. But like,
Not
I
really.
sometimes. No. I sometimes unlock right before I land somewhere and then force myself out because I'm slow enough to not do any hull damage and I get out like 1 kilometer away or something. I usually get way closer than 1, which is what I get if I go into unlock.
Thing is, I've dropped really close. I've dropped really far, and it's kind of just RNG is where it comes from.
Really?
The only thing that I've noticed is orientation on the station matters between where you are in between the station and the planet.
Well, orientation on everything matters. Even with binary stars, you can actually look on the galaxy map to find them if you zoom in really close and then warp in from a different direction so you don't blow up.
Fact. The
Orientation.
Also, the skybox not fixed dynamic. If you travel to the other side of the galaxy, it will actually move based on where you are.
What will move?
the skybox.
Yeah, but the
Well, yeah,
thing
it's
is,
realistic.
the stations are automatically orientated. Their mail slots are automatically orientated to the planet.
Yep.
Well, see, that's something I
it's
didn't know
facing-
until now.
Yeah, it's always facing the planet. It's
I heard it
orbiting.
wasn't always.
It
No,
is
it's
always.
It's
It's
always.
always facing the
Okay.
planet. The only thing that's different is the outposts, which are.
But you don't
that's
know
the-
what you're gonna get.
Those
Yeah.
are bitch, because sometimes I'm
Docking request granted.
having a hard time finding which one is the one I'm supposed to land at. I'm like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
You can
And then-
follow the targeting, the targeting thing will always point out.
It's kind
Well,
of hard learning which
not the
box it is.
hologram. Just next to the hologram, you know, the circle where you have the little dot.
The lineman.
Yeah, that will always point directly at the pad you're gonna land at, and that
That's
includes
something
that also includes like in the larger stations. Once you get through the slot, then it'll like before you get through the slot, it just points at the station. Once you get through the slot, it'll point at the pad you're supposed to land on.
Interesting. The pre-order ship is what, Cobra Mach 4?
Yeah, which is, I think that one's going to be exclusive to people who
Had the game before.
have the game now and are like getting
And
the
then paid money for what they were promised before.
And then
like
pre-ordered
getting the
the.
expansion, pre-ordering
pre-ordered
the
the
expansion.
Yeah,
I might get the lifetime. Just say, how many?
Yeah,
Does
I
anyone know
got
how many
that.
extensions are planning on dropping?
God
what?
only knows. It depends upon how much money they get. It's one of those things of if
It-
the game
it is
continues on where they
actually-
want it, it's going to be gigantic.
For people that are wait, what did you ask?
I wonder
How
how
many
many
expansions?
expansions they're planning on dropping because if it's more
Oh,
important
They already
than
have 10
saving.
years planned.
They have a
Yeah.
10-year plan.
Oh shit.
So
and
far.
So
Oh, they just
Yeah.
need 4 more expansions, and that's gonna be a good
Paid for.
deal.
So this
2
game,
already, two and a half, like 2.5 more.
the game we're playing right now is going to be around for 10 years.
they're planning
It's
on
what they hope.
planning
At
on being
least.
actually updating it and adding features for 10 years.
Yeah, they have a
10-year
they have
plan
a
for
set
it, but
plan.
their two biggest modules that they've talked about are basically Horizons, which is planned landing, and the next biggest one, which may or may not be the next one after that, is an FPS module where there will be first-person shooter combat between actual
What?
pilots on planets.
That's
Yeah, I've
balling.
heard that.
That
Okay.
sounds absolutely
User
horrendous.
joined your channel.
Basically,
Yeah, I
what they're
haven't heard
doing
that.
is,
And I don't
is they're
want them to
making
do
a
that.
universe of games.
Well, what
They're-
I think what they mean by FPS is you being able to get out of your ship and walk around.
They're trying
Like,
to
I
do
wouldn't
that,
mind-
the whole Eve Future Vision thing. If anyone ever played Eve Online, they're trying to
Yeah.
copy that.
Well, they're copying it. They're basically taking the idea and running with their own style.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah,
good
I don't
idea,
think
too.
they're going to be
But
doing like a straight just FPS kind of thing. I mean, like I remember I mentioned. I think the creator, Dave Bram, he mentioned that he likes to land on Earthlikes and go big game hunting. So I mean that would involve him running around and shooting stuff.
That's
So,
fucking
No
cool.
Man's
I would
Sky
love to
thing
do
kind
that.
of thing.
No, not No Man's Sky style.
Yeah.
That's not big game
'Cause, I
hunting.
mean,
That's
Eve
just you
had
murdering
their-
shit.
Eve had their first-person shooter with Dust, and that thing,
God damn it.
for those of us who played it,
What
was...
would be interesting is to see what
For
they
one,
would
Dust
what
was
they will
horribly
do if
expanded,
this
implemented
gets
it
as
was
big as
PS4
WoW did.
exclusive, PS3 exclusive.
So what I'm
Yeah.
interested in
Python
finding
dead.
out is seeing what they're gonna do if they get as big as WoW did, because that many people might be exploring the solar system. Not the Milky Way ain't gonna last all that long. 10 years.
The
400
Milky Way
billion
is
systems, my
gigantic.
friend? Come on.
Yeah,
No, but you know how
and there's
big
already
WoW.
game
They've-
lore that
they've
gives
said at the
access
current
to,
rate of
there's already game
exploration-
lore that has access to 7 more galaxies. It's just when they're going to
They've said
implement
that
that.
at the current rate of exploration, it'll take 25 real-life years for us to actually explore all of this.
Not 25. It was
but
like
how many-
20. Wait.
No, 25 million.
Or, sorry, it might be, yeah. It's
No, but
something
here's the thing.
ridiculous that we'll never get, yeah. It's like
What's the current
25,000
player
or something.
base? Here to WoW's
Not
peak.
sure.
Well,
Not
peak
25,
was, I
but it's
think,
a lot more.
over $1 billion, if I'm not mistaken.
WoW's peak was not over $1 billion.
Basically, I mean, how long do MMOs even last? 5 years most? You know, think about it.
And WoW,
The game's going to get
WoW
either
broke
updated.
that cycle.
Well,
Yeah, they
WoW's
have
its own little monster.
No, WoW
Yeah.
is literally 10 years old as of last year.
Yeah, games like WoW and EVE are separate monsters. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the vast majority, like 99% of all of it.
So this game,
Is going to either update, add more, because they're going to add more galaxies. There's places you can't even jump to because frame shift tracks are cleaned up. And there's this whole thing about which space they may even add. You could read about that if you want. Like,
Probably
is
yeah.
400
The
billion
UA is
will last you. And if 400 billion doesn't last you, don't worry. That's what the internet developed is.
Oh fuck.
I mean, and yeah,
So-
the UA is which nobody knows about
10,
yet.
what 10 years is how long their set plan of expansions are.
I got a question real quick.
They're even willing to do more after that.
How do you? So you the only way to get the Cobra Incame 4 is to pre-order that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, you have to order it before it moves.
What I'm
Which,
no, you have to pre-order the game, the expansion before the expansion drops.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's
who play this game for like a really long time. Who here thinks they have the oldest account? I want to ask a serious question.
What'd you say?
I don't.
What's the question?
What?
Well, my question is because the game was sold to me by my friends. They're the ones that basically gave me the sales pitch. So I don't know if these, but the way it was pitched to me by my friends was that this game was going to be updated over time to allow things like planetary landing and multi-crew and all that stuff.
Planetary
But
landing
without having to
promised.
buy extra expansions.
No.
Well, that's why a lot of people are pissed off.
Yeah, that's
no,
it.
but no. Before they ever even released any sort of playable thing, it was fully openly established right from the beginning that planetary landing would be part of a later paid expansion. They made that clear before anyone even started playing it.
Now that I know
People
that,
are
I'm
upset
actually considering buying it. But beforehand, I was pretty upset because the way it
No,
was
they've
sold.
always said that there's
They've always-
going to be paid expansion.
So that's
Yeah.
my friend's fault. Okay,
But
thank you.
people aren't upset about that. People are upset about the fact that if you buy it after the expansion comes out, you pay $60 for the game, the expansion. If you've already bought into the game, you've already paid them $60, and they want $60 more for the expansion.
How much is the lifetime pass thing?
If you already play the
something.
game, they want
It's
you
200?
Again.
It's-
That's why people are upset.
it's
They're not upset
190
about paid expansions.
The
They're
lifetime
upset that
thing-
if you're playing right now, you are paying Frontier Developments over $100
Yeah.
to get their expansion, whereas a new player is only paying, $60. That's what people are upset about.
my
No,
God.
People are
$60
annoyed.
unrelated
People are
of
annoyed.
expansion though.
Gosh.
That's
No,
the thing.
the by the way, the lifetime pass full
Also
price.
includes the game.
Well, yeah, the full price is $195.
Oh, that's not bad.
But if you have the game currently, then you get a $15 discount, so it's $180.
That's horseshit. Only a $15 discount. So basically, if I would have paid $15 for the game,
$200, that's a whole month of work for me.
Just to but
What?
just to give you an idea, most
I paid-
that have
After,
lifetime pass,
after
they
I
don't
pay off my
discount the price
necessities, that's
ever.
all I have left.
I
Literally my dispensable money after everything else.
The only way they should be able to slide by with something like that is if the game was more polished.
The thing is,
The only thing that I'd accept if it was already at WoW's state and they were saying, here, pay this, and you get everything right off the bat.
Well, think about what WoW did, though. Look at all their expansions. Those expansions are expensive.
That's the
I mean,
reason I'm never giving Blizzard
It's not even a big deal,
Out of the
dude.
way right away.
I'm a Star Citizen backer. I've spent over like $700 on Star Citizen shit, so I don't care about a $200 lifetime pass. That's ballin'.
Yeah, but Star Citizen isn't a pre-order. They're literally telling you it's a donation.
Yeah, you're right.
It's sold.
You're right.
But anyways, yeah,
yeah,
whoever made good
this
points.
is still
No,
very
whoever
much
made
in
the
its
point about
beta
Blizzard.
test series.
Whoever
What?
made that point about Blizzard, that's the reason I
That
don't
was
give
me.
Activision Blizzard.
There's too many people talking at one time.
Yep.
As I was saying, I would understand if WoW did similar, offering
User
all their
disconnected
expansions
from
that
your
were already
channel.
released for that, for $200, because hey, it's already made,
Frameshift
and
drive charging.
a huge discount to buying them all separately.
Dude, I don't care if they actually accomplish the shit they have planned for this game, I don't give a fuck. Charge me. Especially if you can, over the next 10 years, if all I had to pay was $200 for the amount of gameplay this is going to have, that's a good fucking deal.
Don't forget Valve time.
In my mind, that is certainly.
Yeah.
Something that's
Also, people are
overhyped will never deliver.
Complaining that
I'm not hyped. I didn't even want to play this game. I picked it up because I was just like derping around. I was like, oh, I'm bored. Let me check out Elite Dangerous. And I'm like, holy fucking shit, this is a fun fucking game.
Look at Half-Life 1. No hype. Well, some hype, but it was great. Half-Life 2 was very hyped.
Dude, Half-Life 2 was taking lightning, putting it back in the bomb.
Drive charging.
There was a lot of negative reviews at first, or negative comments at first, because it didn't really, it didn't get to the original expectations quite as people had hoped.
Really? Because everywhere I look, people say that it exceeded expectations, as far as the Metacritic and
No.
Yeah, like at the moment it lagged.
The
moment it came out, there was a lot of hate.
2004. That's what I'm talking about. Everyone was raving. I don't know. That's why I bought it. I didn't have that.
There was always that one thing that people would say.
Well, I mean,
and then
if
Half-Life 3 released, what do you think would happen to Valve? They would go under because everyone would hate it.
No, it wouldn't.
No, I don't think everyone
can't
would.
deliver perfection.
Look at
There's way more trolls nowadays too, though. There's a lot of people that just expect way too fucking much. I mean, if that came out, I believe that the people who actually enjoyed the Half-Life franchise would enjoy that game. But the gaming community has grown a lot since Half-Life 2 came out, and there's a lot of people that just expect way too much for the amount of money they're paying.
Are toxic.
Really?
Yeah, they are.
I see it the other way. I see it that people don't expect enough.
No,
I feel like way too many people are pre-ordering and expectations aren't met.
No.
There's all kinds of problems.
No, people are expecting too much and too little at the same time.
I see what you mean. From different aspects of the same situation. Okay.
basically what the problem is that the large companies are over.
I'm sorry about my generation for that.
The large companies are.
Hey, I'm part of that generation.
Right, can I get a?
But I mean,
hang on.
A quick review of an IP
one at a time.
All right.
If you want
talking from one of the older gamers, probably not the oldest here, but basically what you have for that over expectations and everything else is that the larger companies are over promising and severely under delivering.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I meant.
That's where the pre-orders come from. That's where the pre-orders need to basically die for those companies. The correlated to that is the ones that are basically expecting too much. They're expecting all these things from companies that haven't said they're going anywhere near that shit. They're basically saying it's like, this is what it is. And then they think, oh, it's going to be this, this, and this. And the company hasn't said shit about that. And then it turns into this fucking hype train. And when it comes out, it's exactly what the company said it was and not what the hype train's about.
Yeah.
So people start whining, oh, this isn't what I wanted.
That's what I meant.
I pre-ordered the new Assassin's Creed. I know exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm not even. No.
Assassin's Creed. I've been to the dev studio, and trust me, it's bullshit there. I live in Montreal.
Ubisoft is the single most despicable game developer of all time.
Who?
I have to agree.
No, they tried to hire me as a fucking game tester. I'm like, no, fuck you. I'd rather eat the gum off the bottom of the table before taking a job here.
Exactly.
Who?
Ubisoft, the worst.
Oh, fuck that place.
Hey, whoa. Ubisoft isn't EA.
Yeah, but EA isn't Ubisoft.
I've been to EA. EA is much better.
I don't know how many games I've ever enjoyed from Ubisoft.
At least EA does not try bullshit on their
It's a
employees.
question of treating It's a question of these companies treating their employees versus treating their customers.
And
like
EA is
Ubisoft,
fucked with their customers
like
a lot
Ubisoft
worse than
and
Ubisoft
Konami.
has.
I don't know.
Ubisoft and Konami are the two worst companies for treating their customers, or treating their employees. Excuse me. Konami and Ubisoft are terrible with their employees, but EA, they openly hate their customers. EA actively hates their customers.
At least EA is willing to admit it.
I'm sorry, but Ubisoft's CEO has literally said that he hates PC gamers. He literally ranted about us for hours. The Ubisoft hates gamers. Trust me. They're
I'm
strictly
mixed. I do console and
they're a suit and
PC.
tie
I
business,
just
man.
got into PC.
You know what's even funnier? All their games are native to PC.
Dude, consoles are PCs.
Yeah.
They're just douchebag
They're
PCs.
just designed. They're just spec block PCs.
I know the devs.
They're
Assassin's Creed, that the Unity was made on PC, ported and then reported back to PC.
They're just fucking PCs for greedy ass companies, is what it is.
I'm not even
They basically take fucking tech for PCs and they.
Assassin's Creed Unity is native to PC.
The niche that
It's double
consoles
ported.
found was the casual gamer who doesn't want to spend the time to build the PC to be able to play their game.
Or learn how to use it.
They just want to be able to put it in, enjoy their game because they're tired of their, whatever. Or
That's
they're
fine.
To be able to build a computer.
I'd be fine with that if we could play games for fucking PCs on the consoles. I'd be okay with that, even with like turned down graphics and shit. I'd be fine with that. But the thing is it fragments the market. It makes it to where all the development going towards consoles aren't going to, like, all the development for Xbox One exclusive games aren't going towards any other console or PC games. So it fucks everybody over.
There's an entire nation called Japan that builds specifically for consoles. They don't even touch PC.
Yeah, I mean, and imagine if all that horsepower was in the PC games, you know?
Japan's always been console.
We've always been console
Hey
over
guys,
here.
there's two types of gamers on. There's two types of gamers. There's console gamers, and then there's Nintendo gamers.
Dude, I will say, dude, there's some really good Nintendo games that I really wish I could play, but I'm not gonna buy a Nintendo
A large
console.
amount of people who play PC games also have either do own a Nintendo console or would own one if they could afford one.
Well, if you can afford a PC, you can afford a fucking Nintendo console.
Not necessarily.
User disconnected from
Yeah,
the
because
channel.
people put a
one
lot of
thing,
money
listen,
into their PCs.
let me tell you
they don't
one thing
have
about
enough
game
left of
companies.
Hey, I have a 750 Ti with a Q8300. I cannot afford to buy a console.
Get one used on eBay for like $80.
Just let me tell you how the big game companies are even more fucked up than you think they are. It's like almost all the big game companies in the United States, at least, were created by gamers. They are no longer run by gamers. They
Yep.
are run by small goods executives.
Yep.
Executives that have absolutely zero experience in video games.
And they don't
the
give a
only
shit
thing they
about
know
us either.
them is what their marketing team tells them, and that's Call of Duty, Candy
Fuck
Crush,
that.
and bullshit like that.
Exactly. It's
That's
because
actually what happened.
gaming went mainstream, and that's when big business takes over. It's up to the consumer to draw the line in the sand. It's
Yeah.
up to us, and there's too many stupid people on planet Earth. We can't have nice things.
No, there's not too many stupid people
Yes, there
on
are. There's
planet
too many
Earth. There's too many
13-year-olds
people
playing
in
Call of Duty.
America.
No, I don't think it's that there's people that are stupid. I think a lot of people just don't know what's going on. Like for a long time, I didn't know all this shit was happening because I was a console gamer until about a year ago. And I was like, dude, I had a 360 and I was happy playing it until I saw all these new consoles. There was nothing to fucking play. I was like, dude, fuck this. I'm building a PC. I'm gonna get and I'm just gonna go straight PC gaming because I get tired of having to buy a brand new console to play the next game or whatever because it's just bullshit. And on the monthly subscription. Yeah.
Games that I want to play, I have to buy all of them because there's
Yeah.
exclusives for the specific consoles.
I bought Destiny and I had to buy a $100 fucking hard drive to play that cocksucker. I was like, this is bullshit. Fuck this.
Destiny
I
is
keep
the
telling
worst
fucking
game
helmet.
ever.
I keep telling
The
one
hype
streamer
train
to
was
report it,
so
stop
high.
streaming that fucking game, and he agrees. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
No, I
Basically,
have
like you guys, these people that are basically around, I guess, 20 and under now, you missed out on what was like the golden age of gaming.
Oh,
You're in the
Yes,
golden age
indeed.
of hardware. You're in the current golden age of hardware and graphics.
Yep.
But the gaming, actually, the storylines, the
Yep.
gameplay of it.
Do you guys
It's
remember
nothing.
exploring shit like that, having to like memorize door codes and crap? I mean, it was so much more fun.
Oh, yeah.
You had to use your brain to play video games.
Yeah.
And all the
then you
DS
actually
that you
achieve
paid
stuff.
for was shit
Yes,
we
having
actually used to
Rapture
find in the
actually
game.
drawing the constellations.
See, what happened is someone decided that DLC was a good idea, and everybody decided that we're gonna build this entire game
Do you
and
guys
then
remember?
chop it into segments.
Yeah, I hate it when they do that
Yeah,
shit.
Halo, Do you guys remember when Halo 2 released their map pack CD?
Fuck
they
that.
Best Buys? I saw that as the end of the world. I looked at it and wept. I wept because I saw the future, man, and everyone didn't believe me, and here we are.
Now,
buying
you see,
guns.
Well, I'm okay with certain.
DLCs, if they come in the form of shit that
is extra,
that is really extra.
Yeah.
Not shit that should have been in the game to begin with.
Yeah, just like Elite.
No.
Elite, perfect. This is a full game. This is a full game as it is. And then when these expansions pop, they're going to add like a whole nother game to it. It's not just, I mean, Elite on its own is its own game. Like, you don't need the expansion to have a good time with it. But when you look at shit like Halo and some of the Call of Duties and shit, it's just like, not only are they shitty in the first place, but they're not full games. You have to.
Hey, now, the gameplay for multiplayer in Halo, I will give you that is complete crap now.
Wait, what
the storyline of
multiplayer?
it is enjoyable, but the shit that happens now, like day one DLC.
Fuck
That
that.
shit
That's
wasn't
stupid.
DLC. That is
The
your
game.
you paid for. That they decided, fuck it, we'll make
To
you pay
remove-
more.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. id Software did that with Rage. They literally removed sections of the game and made people pay for them. Like, again, it was unbelievable.
Well,
Oh
the
my
thing
God.
with Rage was a clusterfuck to begin with.
Oh, yeah.
That was the last game I ever pre-ordered. It
Oh my
was
God,
a
I've
fucking-
never pre-ordered in my life.
I would have pre-ordered
I
Fallout
did
4
simply
for
because
the.
I saw, like, I was coming from id Software. I'm like, okay, these guys probably won't fuck shit up. And I'm like, it looked really good, and somebody had said there were features that even the developers hadn't planned on it. I was listening to a friend of mine, and he was talking out of his ass. And I figured, okay, those little extras are worth paying, like they're worth pre-ordering for, whatever. And then when the game launched, it took me 10 fucking hours to fix the fucking thing, and 10 hours to beat the game. It had 6 hours to beat the game.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Those little.
I was
boxes
pissed
that are
off
in the
about
game,
that.
They literally make the game, ship it out to you, and that's on your hard drive.
Yeah.
And like they literally ask you to give them the money before it's been done and reviewed and everything. I mean, I can't see how pre-orders are in any way okay.
The only-
Unless you
I
have a
don't
bunch of
pre-order
money and you like to
games.
throw it around, in which case that's fine.
I don't pre-order games unless I personally know the dev. But I was gonna pre-order Fallout 4 for the Pit Boy.
Right, if you personally know a dev, then you're doing them a favor as a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But
That Pip-Boy
when I saw that
isn't even
Pip-Boy-
anything. It's a case for your phone.
It's
so you
yeah.
can run an app
No,
on it.
that's not what I would want. I would want it because it looked cool. It would be something that would decorate my room.
It's a shelf decoration, like any
Another
like
$100 on your game for a shelf decoration.
Okay,
But that's actually this is actually
video
the
game collectors have spent far more for far
Uh.
more worthless shit. Okay,
I have collector posters from Legend of Zelda.
But that brings
worth
up
$100 each.
That brings up a good point though, because Valve does things like they let you pre-order things, and then they give you things like hats in Team Fortress 2 or something. They don't literally take like parts of the game you're buying and don't give them to you because you didn't pay them early enough. Like they don't do that shit, which is why I'm still okay with Valve.
Yeah.
And
See,
I'm not okay with
that's
all
the
these other
sad
companies like
thing
2K.
about a lot of these, like the DLCs and stuff. They end up being shit that used to be just like codes and stuff or secret shit that you would find in the game.
Yeah.
So it used to be half the fun of the old games. Was
And then they
finding
give you this
the
overpowered
hidden
shit.
shit.
But if you want to like pre-order a game, like literally do a developer a favor, that's cool. And if they're like, hey, we'll give you a poster or like this Pip-Boy thing or whatever, that's fine. Don't tell me that you're literally going to remove parts of the game from me because I paid you for the game when it was done and bought it. That's what this is.
Landing gear not deployed.
And there's the whole used game market. I mean, the console people have been going ape shit about like the user passes and all that shit. I'm like,
Yeah,
motherfucker, PC's been dealing with that for how fucking long? Get over it, you whiny bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, wait, games,
That was
what
my
the fuck are
issue
those?
with people being so up in arms about
They only just got returns now.
because it's literally what PC's been living with. It's Steam. It's
Well, it's different. We've been
and
living with it for a different
EA's
reason.
Oracle and all that.
You remember when Battlefield came? I think it was 4 or something. The one that started making you actually have to make an
3.
account with them so that you could play, so you couldn't sell the game to somebody else and then they could play it.
Oh, that's fucked up.
As opposed to
That
using
was
your
3.
gamer tag or something. Ah, that was the beginning of the end.
I remember, but yeah, the reason why like PC gamers have that problem. It's not because of greed. It's because it just
You can rip it.
doesn't work.
Well, no, it doesn't work because you can. They say it's like you can rip it. It's like it's gonna get pirated regardless.
Go down. Shh.
Your security is broken within a couple of hours of your game going live. Actually, sometimes it's broken before the game goes live.
Meanwhile,
I'm not talking
legitimate
about
customers.
pre-Steam. I'm talking about post-Steam.
Yeah. Meanwhile, legitimate customers can't get past your shitty DRM to play their fucking game.
No,
And
I'm not
you're
about-
enjoying the cracked version and playing it just fine.
I'm not talking about the games that before Steam and all this. I'm talking about games now. It doesn't work because what are you gonna? What am I gonna give you for use so you can play a used game? It's digital. It's completely fucking digital.
No,
There's
that's
no
what
CDs.
Steam came about to be. Steam's purpose was the same thing with Microsoft's only online shit. They didn't want people reselling games.
No, that wasn't it. It
Steam
was
came
literally-
about for
No. It was literally digital distribution. The DRM was a nice byproduct.
Yeah, for Steam, it was an effective byproduct. And as a matter of fact, it was a
was-
very simple one. All you had to do originally was you activated it once on Steam when you were online, and then you could turn that shit off, and you never had to worry about it again. But that
Steam was a
has changed, but
convenience
that's
user.
not been Valve's changes. That has been the developers of the games forcing changes, requesting changes on Valve, and then
Speaking of that, you know what I love? I love starting Steam so that I can start a game to start Uplay, to start a game, to start an advertisement.
Yeah,
to start a game.
that's Ubisoft, and everybody knows they need Dynamo.
Oh, and Origin's great.
You know what's even
Who loves
funnier?
Origin?
If you,
Fuck
I
Origin.
don't know if you, I don't know if it's public, but I've read the terms of service that these companies have to sign when putting their game on Steam. They're not allowed. Uplay is not actually allowed on Steam. That's what. Same
Yeah,
thing
they
with.
don't care.
Hey, Valve is like, we're gonna let it go because if we lose you, we're gonna lose a lot of money. They can afford to, but they don't want to.
So far, Valve has never pissed me off ever.
Why
I
do you
know,
think
right?
Game
It's
for
fucking
Windows Live is
impressive.
gone?
It's impressive how that company's let. Aiden is a smart guy.
Well, the Valve as the company has made very few games, but they've been very good games.
Do you know why
You know what the difference
Game for
between Valve
Windows
and other
Live is
companies are?
completely dead?
You know what the difference is? It's a
They don't
private
hate
company.
their customers.
And it's a private company, which is why they hate your
Yeah.
customers.
Well, there's that, but I think they take really good care of the people who decide to
Oh, they do.
side with them.
Every year they have a week off, paid.
Landing gear retracted.
Every single employee goes to the same place with their family.
Did you
They
guys ever
literally
read?
rent.
I'm sorry.
They literally rent out a whole fucking resort
Frameshift drive charging.
just for the employees.
Yeah.
That's why companies like Google and Valve do well. I mean, did you guys ever read the little magazine that they released from Portal 2? I think half the pages are literally written by employees just like praising Aiden. Like, the guy saved my life kind of shit. It's freaking crazy.
Yeah, man, and it's because they treat people like they're fucking humans. They treat the customers like humans. They treat the people who work for them like humans. They understand it. They don't turn it into a machine. They understand that people have lives. They have feelings and shit. They're empathetic. A lot of companies don't have empathy, and I think Valve does, and I respect that, and that's why I really don't mind giving them my business.
That's the difference between my bank and fucking Chase. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the preach on.
Well, see, that's the difference between a privately owned company and a publicly owned company. Publicly owned company gets dictated by a massive amount of fucking people that simply want money. That's even if the guy who's running the company wants to be better, he can't because he gets basically told what to do by a bunch of money-grubbing pricks.
But there are companies that are publicly traded that are actually pretty good business models, and also in
Well,
the player experience. That's
even then, people have an option.
That much power.
People have an option, even in publicly owned places, to just not be fucking dickheads, and people still don't always